yourself bathe in sunlight, but when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Keep up. Can't.
I see everything.
Illusion shattered. Let's get it on.
I hear everything.
Share my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
There is no escape. You asked for it. Buckle up. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Bury it. Keep up. One with the force.
Illusion shattered. Look alive.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Can't see? Oh, one thing after another. Keep up. I'll uproot you.
Buckle up. Ha! You're dead meat.
One with the force.
Shine down. Look alive.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Make yourselves a room. Everyone hold hands.
There is no escape. You asked for it. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Committed to memory. Yeah.
I hear everything.
Illusion shattered. Buckle up. Ha!
Share my knowledge.
One with the force.
There is no escape.
Let's nip that in the bud. Flowers have bloomed.
I see everything. Make yourselves a room.
Look alive. Hi.
One with the force. I hear everything.
This way
Shine down. Let's get it on. Rah! Gloves off.
Let's nip that in the bud. And shroud.
Share my knowledge. Hey,
There is no escape. Wakula. Hi.
One with the forest.
Torn to oblivion.
I hear everything. Yes.
committed to memory. A temple of wisdom. Everyone hold hands.
Shine down. Illusion shattered.
So much damage. So much damage.
One with the forest.
I see everything.
Let's get it on. Ha!
I'll uproot you!
There is no escape.
Share my knowledge.
You asked for it. Look alive.
Grow, grow, grow.
Now you shall perish.
And shroud!
This may hurt a little.
Wakula. Ah!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Make yourselves a home. Grow, grow, grow.
Illusion shattered.
Dust! Two.
Bro, let's just. I don't think it's going to happen today. Let's just go to the Archon quest.
Hello. You two are the ones who are with His Grace.
No need to be so nervous.
Listen, I couldn't help but think of His Grace once I saw you. And, oh, it's hard to say. Maybe he's got a very overwhelming presence. It makes me feel like I'm just some insignificant little bug.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, I'm always indecisive, and I tend to make a mess of things. It's like a reflex. I just instantly start to tense up. What? Please, don't say anything like that. Ow.
Paimon.
No need to tease me, okay? I won't trip on the same step twice. Listen, I feel ashamed about last time. Thank you for praising me in front of His Grace. Here are the extra credit coupons he gave me. I'd like you to have them.
Huh? No, we couldn't take them. They're your reward after all.
But when I was welcoming you, I didn't do anything but give you this... Come on, I insist. These coupons are nothing compared to you.
Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary? Hello, traveler. Paimon. Everyone's usually busy right now, and we don't have any patients to look after in the infirmary. I thought I'd come here and enjoy the sight of everyone hard at work. Enjoy? It's really worth watching. I often stand here and observe everyone. Everyone's just so interesting and adorable. I like to watch your expressions while you work. Are you talking about pets or people? Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. See, we Melusines are a different species, and we see the world very differently from humans. It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition. All it takes is wait. Melusines can see that? Huh. That does sound useful for being a nurse. Yes. Running around tending to everyone's health is very fulfilling. But I much prefer if you're all happy and free from exhaustion and pain in the first place. Take care of your body. Make sure you eat well. Always, we'll definitely take care of ourselves. Thanks for... Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that faith only leads to misconception.
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major. I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Huh. I wouldn't have thought someone as experienced as the chief would still get hurt on the job.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing.
Oh, you mean she wasn't in the
Yeah. Rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary a half hour before lunch. Nobody knows where Siege Wing gets off to.
actually really strange. Seagreen's always super dedicated to it.
Forget it. I can take care of a small sprain like this on my own anyway.
Oh, wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to...
Paimon likes having more coupons. Have you also been investigating the...
Oh, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me. My brother's still obsessed with anything remotely related to the Forbidden Zone. But knowing him, it won't be long before we get more leads. Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Huh? Credit coupons?
I've been here longer than you, so credit coupons aren't a resource in particularly short supply.
Aw, that's so nice of you, Lynette. Hey, look! There's something new. That suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Is he a fan of Citrine? He must be practiced. The Melosies perceive the world very different as a result. Their sense of aesthetics and... Whoa! This all sounds pretty serious. He sure did his homework. And as for the notebook... Oh, you want to stop investigating? Okay, you should break. So after working a few days, has our investigation turned up meh? Really? Well, we'll keep searching. Oh, Paimon doesn't want to get up. What do you have planned for us? After working here so, doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty. Yeah, it's good to kick. What is this garbage? Ooh, what would you like to do? Sure, if we're not going to work.
Sorry. Headers are strong. Even convicts value their lives, don't they? But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength.
And if we lose...
Of course. That's the cool reality facing every competitor in a quick day. Great. The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. Complete a few rounds, but the second you mess up the order, you lose. The game costs 300 credit points. Gotta go. So, thanks for your patronage, mate.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Your strength really shouldn't be underestimated. Nobody who values their life would be willing to get into ring. Never. You two haven't tried betting on the outcome of it. Just go talk to Ruslan. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you think will win. There's a big payout if the fighter you support wins.
But you don't know anything.
That's normal. Just watch a few matches.
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a try?
Bet random. Well, how should I?
Huh? We shouldn't get too carried away.
What? I never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules? They're not strong fighters. Might as well tell you about it. Besides, I don't want to risk other rules.
Is it the...
The hidden rule here is, if you buy both boxers' tickets, something bad will happen the next morning.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually... What do you...
Now what I know. I've heard a story. According to the rumor, there was a masked boxer. However, in the final match, the and after that, he was never seen again. In his eyes.
So you mean it's like a curse?
No, he was always wearing a mask.
Traveler, do you think that boxer was... Huh?
You're not serious. Look, here I was just trying to...
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to climb on. See...
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. Do you have enough?
Maybe we can make some pretty rapid... After working here so long, what's doing this here? Yeah! What is this garbage? What would you like to do this afternoon? Sure, if we're not going to work.
Are you two here to buy tickets?
Who are the boxers in the next...
We have the reigning champ, LeGrand, versus a contender from the Eastern Prison Block.
Are those their nicknames or...
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a suggestion. Panic. This match, I can tell you, if you don't quite understand the rules.
Oh, no need, no need.
All right, then.
Yeah, we got it. we won't get it.
Hey, traveler, climb on. Package here. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself.
Huh? A package? For us? Did you buy something, traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so I don't need those tickets. Right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package is the bluff. Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just... Wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it! Huh? Oh, it's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so warm. Almost like... Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say. Ooh, no way. Get that stuff away from Paimon. Paimon thinks we should... What do you have to... Though it feels nice... who are you? We've never seen you.
I'm not! Of course I'm not. Please.
Then what are you doing?
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products.
Oh, a promoter from Fontico.
So, after discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, let me take a moment and recall his exact words.
I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit cards, nor do you understand the value of your own products. For this, because you are from the overworld, that's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid, that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying a drink.
Hey, that's how he rejected my proposal. Asked me to come up with it.
Well, he is the head honcho here. Not much...
Fine. Let's just let it go. tickets?
Well, the next day we...
Israel. You didn't become...
Paimon's not sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you... Still, I didn't expect you to actually do it.
Even if we bought tickets like everybody, when it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who...
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an op that makes so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fun.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fun.
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Anyway, you...
You ended up here, Daddy. All right. Oh, just a regular meal. What would you like to do? After working here, we're doing this. Yeah. A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler? No? Well, maybe... Okay, so we've invested. We better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere. Yeah, let's get working. Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there?
Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit. Impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know.
Huh? What do you mean it's a...
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone.
Get it, get it.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Something even more terrible.
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals? In the...
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be in the blood. What's even scarier is that They have no way to dispose of the leftover remains. They have ways to transform them into other forms.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on.
You two look pretty skeptical. I've got things to do too.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? No, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh consumed. Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon... when will all the secrets end? Vita isn't here.
Just stay.
What? What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might... Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean... Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals.
We just want to ask you a have you ever discovered anything odd?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night,
Well... Right! We heard it happens...
really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. Now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning with
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month. It just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. We try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want. If they're real, then I can...
Oh, okay. It will...
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try any...
Don't worry. We don't want any time. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days you mentioned? Right. Both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that... Paimon knew he would say that... Whatever. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already? Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe. Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember? This should be the place.
You've got guts, show me.
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming.
What'd you say? Yeah, so what if they were?
Hey, what's the point of all those...
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the...
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. What did you say?
Is exactly what boss said when you left. Hey,
Do you know our boss? We had no idea our boss was such a... So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so you're Child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
we're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left him. So unless he somehow told you... All right.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
Gave him the business for a while and always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Mer. Here in the fortress, strong, he was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the pancreation ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to...
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call as his crew. If the boss wants something, it's Archon. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here, and we just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here. But hasn't Child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area. And even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going, so we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was, and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole...
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, it's been so long now.
Is it also possible that something...
Nothing can ever defeat boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
Okay. I know it's just brainstorming possibilities.
All right, keep quiet and follow us.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that boss was...
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto.
It's getting late. We should leave.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what... Whew. We finally learned... When you said you knew a diver... Ugh. Unfortunately, though, now that we can finally... It's morning already? Oh, but I still need more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there. It's one of Liddy's guards. Let Paimon see what's right. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Ooh, today's our lucky Today we have the day off! From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we...
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were...
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't...
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we...
You kidding? How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it.
A little mistake, huh? But you see, people...
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds.
So, you two really like to...
I don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something.
I don't mind him. Quisto's only the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right! That meal we had yesterday was...
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing! You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the future. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us. We're basically guys. You've already met the one person here you should never cross. The Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. But if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that jury, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Julia was a talented researcher from the Font King Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Maripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else. Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by a court or me. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right?
You mean he hit a woman? Wow. I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lord Bean's also quite the odd, you know? She's a was gabbing away, got into a fight with a man. She also got sent to the infirmary. I always see her go to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Wait a second. Yep, do you think could it be that they're secretly meaning her to go on dates?
Lol.
But it's real. After all, I do remember seeing Lord Veen beat Julia to a pulp that one time. We might be overthinking.
Look, there's the people talking over there.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like we're all a bunch of aristocrats. Can we even give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you were released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. Mark for me.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole and talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
What makes you think they want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you.
Whoa. Sounds like they're speaking of which, I've never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. That's true.
Bro, so much stamina consumption due to the charge attack.
Hey, over there. Yeah, you. Say, you like playing card games? You know, Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild. Literally.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow invocation? All right.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So, sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right?
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then.
Why don't you pick?
All right. Have you heard any strange... Did you know that there are some who are always gossiping over... Yes, you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye... I heard that there used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. Now bartenders are always...
Good to know. Do you have anything else?
Let me think. Sounds like... Oh, Gene. The Duke was also a convict in the Fortress of Red.
Huh?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. It seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? Not the Forbidden Zone? Sounds like something...
That's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no one...
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. We'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone. It's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left
swirling about this place are unreliable after all. And he is a harbinger after all. And unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. No need to thank him. This was always a part of our mission after all. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take.
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Travel. What say you to meeting here 9? Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts. He's Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas.
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get in. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier. So it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside any... But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget. My apologies.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our...
Let's go our separate ways for now. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
Hey, stay here for now. I know a... There seem to be several people... It's a bit hard to understand them.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. I'm freezing limbs, twitching. Let me take a look. Please, lie down. Don't worry. I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. The checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal debt. Oh, I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please. Don't sense serious damage to your organ. And your heart, they stable. What about here? Oh, I think you just ate something that disagreed. That's all. Nothing too serious. So that's what they are. Other inmates complaining about the congratulations. The health risk is incredibly low, so you should Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone. Very well. And she hopped away, just like that. stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the...
Miss Sichuan says it's not a serious problem and there's no need to worry.
But it also looks like she's the...
Well, that's true.
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sichuan take care of the sick and injured.
Yo, brother.
Yeah,
Yo,
you're right.
welcome.
But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your
Yeah,
energy
I'm
come
thinking
from?
about finishing the Fontaine Archon quest series and then
That's correct.
getting this done
Sorry,
fast so
got
that
a
I
bit ahead
can
of myself.
explore Natlan.
Are you two also sick?
Because Natlan
We've
has
been
those
sick a
bonus
while.
rewards for
I come
early
back every
exploration.
once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sichuan prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sichuan's
No, I haven't done
capable
Sumeru
helper
yet.
because she learned a
I'm
bit of
just
medical
worried that
knowledge
if
ages
I
ago.
do the quest too late
Please
and
watch your
then
mouth, Mr. Jurier.
not
Don't
reach
forget that you are the
Natlan
primary
Archon
reason
quest
I
in
have
time,
frequent
then I
heart
will miss the
palpitations.
bonus rewards I get that
Don't start
there for
arguing
exploration
now.
and story
Please,
quest.
keep it civil at least.
So I'm going to do Natlan before I'm going to do Sumeru because Natlan has some bonus rewards. If you check the event list, then you can see you have like 74 days for the new region and 33 days for the old region in Natlan. I haven't farmed Sumeru, I have just completed the Archon quest and world quest there.
Hey, there's no need to fight. Everyone will be...
Release. It's way too early.
Yeah.
Please allow me to
And same to you, Miss Orbean. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this
What's
Just
my...
slowly walked
I
off
think
like that?
it's like 352 rupees.
It's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Levine. And
I use
that's-
Railwire.
Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Yeah.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me?
It's
Who would like
Railwire.
someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? I'll accompany you two for a while. No.
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting on.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, vision. Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color
Mine
of
is
the
GUR
notification
fiber.
you
Yeah,
sent
my
me?
internet is also very bad, but sometimes it works.
I remember.
Like if
You said
I
it should be yellow.
if I open a video on my YouTube, I mean on my laptop for farming, then my game ping goes very bad, so I can't use YouTube and streaming for streaming. I can't do streams and farming from YouTube at the same time. So I need to update my plan for doing that.
Yellow, huh?
Alright, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical
Like if
record
I'm
now.
streaming and I'm also
You're
farming
likely
from
known
YouTube,
as the Traveler,
then
right?
my
Just
stream
want to
buffers a lot.
double-check a few details, if that's all right
So
with you.
it's kind
Those
of
two made quite the
kills the
commotion
mood.
just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primers? All right then. Is there anything we should
Yeah,
know
good night,
besides
bro.
to take
Thanks
the
for
meds?
joining.
No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover. Hey, Paimon will... Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Fill me up with goodies.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions. We've taken a look at the slip you sent. Fermine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people. You've mentioned before that you had some run-ins with the Fatui.
I killed them for
I can
fun.
understand that feeling. So I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any... I'm glad to hear. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns.
Is now really a good...
According to my observations, Sijuin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger...
Okay, then let's hit him.
Lynette should be... strange.
As expected, Sijuin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette?
No, Lynette must...
Let's see if there are...
Okay. Wait, this thing? The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it could Lynette have tried to get inside. Let's look around here for some more clues.
There are some books here, and advanced. These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's
Seems quite normal to me. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she...
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette lay down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left this.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
Slip of paper?
It's right over here. And there's a bunch written on it, too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as...
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me. No.
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where... No.
Christ.
You mean he was aware of our rules from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into...
Yes. That is a crucial question.
Wriothesley, you are not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. Weird, I'd like to know that too. Don't panic, just think everything over. Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the crown.
What does he gain by letting Fremine leave?
So he's challenged. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. Don't be like this, Lenny.
No. I'm the leader of this operation.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler,
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be... I have to go. I'll find...
he's rushed out the door. After him.
Bruh.
Whoa, are you okay?
According to what they turn events, I like sweet people, but I also like playing dumb. I like preparing being interesting. Oh my! What's wrong, little bud? Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Evil listeners.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Come out and face...
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least...
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea.
Stop joking around. Where did you take my...
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would... Maybe she'll appear behind you right now.
Is he trying to trick me to turn my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our... As for Fremine... No, you probably didn't interfere with Child's escape.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meride is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify them.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent...
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but...
He's not.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Eager into the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynn, although as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But
You locked him out.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fermine's a start up.
No, we're still here, so we definitely try to find...
Why would I do this? Maybe that's it. To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only... Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meride, regardless of whether it was in the
So,
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together. But once you started focusing on a forbidden zone, all
Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled up there in pride. You really do but one thing, except
You want to see Father? Well,
if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Narrowhead? This place is basically a no man's land.
I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father?
All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father.
Winnie!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own. Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
I shouldn't ask Father.
6,
Wait,
2, time's up.
Riley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies.
Yeah, listen to the traveler.
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Nervalette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best, but that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating. I'll ask you 3 questions. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for a half hour just before lunch. The font of the motor has been struggling. We often see the siege room observing it. Fanta's internal reports suggest the research note said that the noise and waste. According to Collins, the pancreation. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new. We often see the siege room observing the prisoner. I've been told that the infirmary is always.
So that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with people who disappeared. She often visits the production zone to observe them. I have her sense of duty as the head nurse as well as her GC queen has only the best intentions with her. Unfortunately, Melusine says her race was the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even... All right, now for my next one. There are also some hidden rules in the pen.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unknown and unpackaged product. We often see the siege room observing. The font of the motor has been struggling. The research note said that the noise may, according to Collins, the pancreation tournament only took place. The font of the motor has been. I've been told that the infirmary is we often see the siege room observing the prisoners at work in their production zone. It seems that she can perceive the general state of the person's health. The research note said, according to Collins, the we often see the siege room observing the Fanta's internal report.
Paimon gets this rule too now. So there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive receive a package containing a strange... People get scared when they see it because it's the... But really, it's just a bottle of the latest of blood red drink. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it compared to the fortress of Miracle, and offered to sponsor the do, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drink.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth, although based on your description, that Fonda promoter is a bit too careless with his words. Just reconsider. Alright, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Riceley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question! Not as you'll pay for... Ah!
Winnie, are you alright?
Oh, close one.
It was nothing, Your Grace. See, we noticed that made it look like a toy.
See? Lane.
Not at all. I am merely but I'm not sure Nerdy Rat asked me to come here. He told me that, but if you mean what you just said, then isn't Winnie someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he that I really am just doing what Monsieur Nerdy Rat told me to do? And His Grace knows it too, right?
My dear Siege, whatever shall I do?
Well, it's nearly time after all. What are you talking about?
Take me if you want.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeline.
I believe I hear cooking.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Cloran. You're...
Nay.
What's going on? What is Corinne doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Liddy. The tranquilizing effect will be getting off soon.
What happened to Fremenade? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
Flushed face. Accelerated pulse.
What?
Please, make some space. We need to give Mr. Fremini more thorough check.
I'll talk to Cloran while you get Fremenade to where he needs to be.
What's that look on your face? I thought
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes late? How's the situation out?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... Well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the palace. A good distance.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. It seems to work.
It would probably work on your won't. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neverlet. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Oh, sorry.
I'm agent.
Please, look after Mr. Ferminate for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room, I
likely just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Lemonade?
He'll be fine. But
His breathing's beginning.
give me a hand and help me.
Yeah, I'll take him from...
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. What? The Duke and Clarisse are gone. They probably went to get some tea.
He's awake. Fremen... Lenny... Lynette...
We're all here.
The infirmary. How do you feel?
Trev... listen. There's something wrong with... Shh. No, listen to me. This is real. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
How much wishes you able to collect? I think 200. This is a new account. So not much. This account only been month. What are you going to pull?
It's getting stuck on something.
I'm
Seems
thinking
like I'll have to avoid those
maybe
obstacles while I
Arlecchino and
turn it.
Chlorine. Yeah. Still, my plan is somewhat requiring that much fates, even more. You doing exploring or only doing Archon quest? I am also exploring, like I explored Inazuma and Dragon Spine. I explored Inazuma, Dragon Spine, Upper and Lower Chasm. These are the places I have explored.
Frost is coming! Get in gear! This is where the water starts. Master Chief.
I also think you starting a new account and pulling for the chat. Yeah, that's why I also started a new account, because my old account very unlucky. Lot of well, not lots of very low number of characters, but all my primogems finish in that account.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. The person must have left them and recently. There are traces here too. We need to keep going. The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
I have a team which I use, like Burgeon team. It's not so much as in one character I have DPS. I use Burgeon team. Like Hyper Bloom does not have one character as DPS. Same way Burgeon works.
I can't die here. fallen and vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. There was...
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some...
Miss Clarin brought you back.
Miss Chlorine, do you say?
You're still too weak from it.
Miss Loretta's
Guessed. That...
You should ask Miss Grace about that. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. What?
No, please go on without... Lily, the logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but...
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition is stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary.
I've been expecting those two. Might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarin.
Miss Nicole, again.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical...
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
Well, want to explain yourself wisely?
Of course. I'm not partial to the word choice of it's... Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
And Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as we make progress on their investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know?
They came here with ulterior motives. Quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior is. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Many suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. In truth, I didn't do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, of course it's inevitable. The Knave would make a big deal out of their fellow Harbinger. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would...
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already. The ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a...
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some...
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask...
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Clarin could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exception to thinking it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking her. Nevertheless, only asked you, all I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to friend.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question?
You make a compelling case,
Yeah, why not this one?
even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
second floor here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Rising.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is. Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name, Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Tui friends everything? Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth.
So there's a switch on the...
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position. Likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed. If normally I would have ignored it. I happen to have some free time, and I noticed it, so I investigated. I had very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. Began to make a few preparations based on the hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Frenemy displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in this water nearby.
Concentration of... primordial?
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon we will no longer be able to hold it down, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night. Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled, some of them here, and prayed to the Hydro Archon,
asking if there was still anything we could do. The Hydro Archon, so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. It became a community down there in the sea. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, the Hydro Archon continued to lend their support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was alone. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left, some others chose to stay. They find some idle position and let their withers after many, many centuries. Few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and move out their way to the fortress. I learned...
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that doesn't stop this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The result?
Wait, Jordan, he's not...
No need to panic, you two.
What? After you warned us...
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't they?
All right, then. If Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurgen, one of the highest-ranked researchers for the Fontaine. Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were Archean and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurgen is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to...
My lovely idea.
Gotta admit,
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorraine, and he's also one of my technical consultants. While Jurgen used to be Edwin...
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. You too sure you're not a...
Your Grace!
if I needed her, I'd have...
Forget us and follow me.
Whoa! There's another door that goes right up!
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool!
Let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before.
How much do you know about Fontaine? Well, maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Venus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sabila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly
There's a ship in this story.
where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe it.
Do you believe that?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor materials, and the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie...
Are you inspired by the legend?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to, for the workers to find out the truth behind this ship. As a fortress administrator, I've never made such a record. Alright, that's enough talking. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh!
No worries. Don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you...
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great.
be so much...
While I was sedated.
Must have been right.
Yeah.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to...
Yeah, he explained...
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your
Yeah. Nobody else is
All right. Then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself, firstly, why was Fremini affected by the primordial sea water?
Whoa.
That's our lady. Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring what's more, the fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are... If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related.
You're super...
Thanks so much. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably... I can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block of the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. I don't have enough information, so...
Let's see. Rowan calls everyone.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Heart as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis.
Or perhaps he didn't and just wanted to bring Father over to his side?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our Father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not... If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Heart at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now. You have my...
Thank you for protecting me when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all.
Aw, the sound of the... Paimon's hungry. Alright, then we'll get you... Come on, let's go pick apart as well. Traveler, Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner, Normal? And Mom, you're right, but what would you like to eat? Yeah, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wilson. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you like. Me too, no problem. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wasn't feeling full yet. How's the food? Delicious. I'm so daydream. A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. You must know what you think. You're really good at taking care of people. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? Oh, and what did you need back in Wriothesley's office? When you... Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. Thankfully, Grant is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His little path was blocked. We still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed... Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Winnie as well. We were all super considerate. Really thought everything... That's just what we do down here at the fortress. Oh, I really wish Monsieur and Nervula would come down here more often, too. Get a good night's rest, you two.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, what's wrong with these people?
They're here! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
We still in Laveroon. Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something's Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation at...
Wait, what? You're the one who brought that up? Why is it...
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, huh?
It can't be that big.
Oh, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go by the view. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, be careful!
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
This won't hold it for long. Find Nubilet. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until you're right, we're the last line of defense.
the gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neverlet, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't... Will do. You have...
Look, there are a ton of peculiar... Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Though I'm sure he's already explained this should be a mostly cordial conversation.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could I not tell you such a I must always have...
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I've heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave, one of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had to see this. This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are...
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on work after all. You do share a taste. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really
Since you're talking about him, I feel like I should add something.
Oh, so you are also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, I just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur. Coming from you, that's not surprising.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I...
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure.
And
Because,
where did he go after leaving the fortress?
well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have... That is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long. Do you have any idea how he usually gets back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter. Hold on. The water and...
I suppose this is also a sign of...
I
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh?
Let me guess.
Who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. The tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like...
Let me guess. We're safe.
Indeed.
But I win this bet.
Very well. It was indeed just...
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how...
So what gift must the loser give?
He already has...
It wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be
Anyway, you've still got some...
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can...
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly.
I'm sorry. We've spent long enough playing house, Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. What are you trying... At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you. Here you are, relaxing, drinking. The prophecies hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of that but you. It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god both...
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time.
I am not alone in my doubts. All the children of Fun... Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are...
And I've been working on them for all this time. Fontaine will be saved. Even...
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only...
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies with... Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for...
and...
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not?
The emergency response.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Freya, and what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of
The Oratrice?
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone is using it to prepare. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely low... But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nuvillette is...
Yeah.
Of course. Although, I must say, Miss Farina... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the unions. Why don't you take me to?
Thank you. Oh, Paimon. If it's on.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss... It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day?
Very well.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity.
Paimon's coming too.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's Paimon got.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed. I know you just returned from the fortress of Maryland. Relax. I have no intent.
We've all been working very hard and have always done all they can.
You mean rising is a tricky one to deal with. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip. You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in Fontaine.
That's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he... Forget it. He did. I will be meeting someone.
Require help with that.
No need. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you. You dare to run from me?
My goal is just to discover the location of the Moses. I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be able to meet a silver brother. This is so easy. It's actually anything left unguarded is usually just bait.
News from the Fortress of Mary. Master Child has gone missing.
Probably the handiwork of unafraid Sap.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. Set up a meeting for me.
Oh, and I have
Yes, Tartaglia's disappearance was not the initial goal. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you. It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I am a servant of Her Majesty the Swords. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udix Nubulette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine. Of course, that is all just how it is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? Catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to erupt ultimately, though. One must survive in order to do anything else. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as you may result in connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other.
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I use my... So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. Permission granted.
Oh, it can't be that you're the... You can't tell us?
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not. I believe so. The fortress, and now another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Huh?
You may be closer to the truth.
Oh? And what are you thinking? Dragon? Huh?
Please do not.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we?
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret.
Right, of course. There's still...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, then since Fontaine's prophecies are...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragon. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tibet, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authority.
There are 7 elemental archons and...
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with it.
Oh.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that... We'll see you another time.
Take care.
that? You guys are back.
Stop!
You guys...
Ah, here.
All right, all right.
Hey, wasn't...
So I was also... Whenever he'd say...
Hey, that...
You sure are a lot.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be...
Traveler, are you still doing all right? We're fine. A few people. Oh God, how did we miss your note? I ran into the. If you're not, just let me know. I'd like to take. Must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Now this. Well, look who it is. Traveler, Archon.
Looks like you're recovering.
Oh,
She didn't want us to be there.
Okay, but check.
Do not bother.
She said a few things that.
Her attitude towards you, you should go.
Oh, I.
Hey, are you good?
Looks like it.
Excellent.
For real?
Another, well,
That's no excuse for.
Hello there. It's been quite the mess.
And you? Yeah.
It can be.
I mean, the.
Oh, yeah?
It's a really. Not at all.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back?
We wanted to see how the fortress is.
We're fine, for the most part. Never...
If that's the case, why don't you just.
Oh, and what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the... He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss...
He sure sounds.
Miss Coran has left as well. She...
Where the gifts.
Nervalette got the note check. Coran received...
Rosa?
Well, it's Nervilet's own fault for making Siege Queen worried about his health by working so much. Oh, and I have some gift.
Are these from...
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work before this.
For real? Then we can stick...
You may access them. Just remember to come complete your paperwork